best ever. I'm the most brutal, the most vicious, and most ruthless champion.
And let me tell you, that was just a quick...
To fight, I could bang too. I don't care, man. I'll take one.
Shakes his head and usually means some undisputed champion in 2 divisions.
Ali got up. You got
Line them up, name them. I'm ready for what?
Embarrassingly. So for me,
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Division Kings Boxing. Like always, and first things first, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, and everyone who's been keeping along and following along and just watching the videos just in general. If you're a boxing fan or you're not a boxing fan, you're just still keeping up with me, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. This page has gone a lot further than I thought it was going to be, but thank you for all the support. Thank you for just taking the time out to watch the videos and keeping up with my boxing channel. And we're going to jump straight into it. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. They had fought a couple weeks back, and you guys all know that I was counting out Francis big time. I gave him a puncher's chance. That's the only chance that I gave him. And I'm not taking anything away from Tyson Fury, but man, what a night for this dude. Francis Ngannou came in. He came in focused. I thought he was just going to be here to come through the boxing media, get some shine, get some light on his name, and potentially leave with the biggest paycheck he's ever made in his whole fighting career. The reason why I say that just because he's coming over from the UFC, from mixed martial arts fighting versus a boxer. Like, you're coming in his domain. I talked about that in my last video. Go check out that one. But that's the only reason why I counted him out. I would have counted out Tyson Fury the same exact way if he had went over to UFC. But he's coming over to boxing. But man, did Francis Ngannou put on a show. He came with skills. He was using his jab. He was being the aggressor. He was pushing Tyson back. He put him on the canvas. Man, what a crazy fight. I was counting Francis out 99% without that 1% of that puncher's chance, that knockout chance. But man, it seems like Francis Ngannou has been... It looks like he's been doing this for years and years and years. But like I said, I know they focus upstairs, obviously, in MMA, but you're not only focusing on that, you're focusing on grappling, wrestling, going to the ground if needed, versus a boxer just focusing on what boxers focus on. You know, like I said, it'd be a different story even if Tyson Fury came over to the UFC or MMA and faced Francis. I would count Tyson Fury out because that's just not what he does. And that's why I was counting Francis out. But man, could it have been the layoff for Tyson Fury? Maybe him not fighting his mandatory, or fighting someone else in the heavyweight division that has bouts, or Anthony Joshua or Usyk, and just fighters like that. You guys know the heavyweight fighters. But it just seems like Francis Ngannou seems like he was made for the heavyweight division, like he's been there before with his jab, with his defense. As you guys all know, they scuffled. Even when they got together, they were throwing blows. I'm not taking anything away from Tyson. Do I feel like it was just a lose situation after I saw the fight for Tyson, because I feel like as a boxer, you should have got him out of there a lot quicker, knowing that your conditioning is so much better than these UFC fighters. I'm not saying all UFC fighters' conditioning are bad, but it just seems like boxers are more disciplined and know how to use their conditioning a lot better, because even championship fighters, you're going 12 rounds and you know how to pace yourself. But man, Francis Ngannou was pushing forward. He was using his jab. He was taking risk, going inside when he had to, and he was getting clean jabs, clean shots. And I feel like it was a step back for Tyson Fury's career, to say the least. And I'm not too sure how well he's gonna do when he matches up with Usyk. How well he's gonna match up with Anthony Joshua. But I feel like this was a major step back for Tyson Fury's career, to see does he still got it? Is he slipping? Is he not the same in his career when he had his trilogy fight with Deontay Wilder? But all shout out to Francis. I didn't give him a chance at all. I gave him that puncher's chance at best, but he looked good, proved me wrong. And everyone who is familiar with boxing, who has that boxing knowledge, we all said it just because he was going over to boxing. You've seen what Floyd did to Conor McGregor. I thought it was going to be something like that, but maybe even a lot worse, just because they're heavy hitters. And it just seems like Tyson Fury he doesn't mind going down to a heavy hit. He's been hit a few times with some bombs by Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a heavy hitter, and I would like to see Francis Ngannou maybe come and see what he's got against Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and Usyk, as you guys all know, that he holds the rest of the titles of the heavyweight division. So I would like to see this heavyweight division go a lot further than what it's been going, to see these heavyweights stack up with each other. You guys got Andy Ruiz also in the talks too, and beat Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua beat him, and they had this trilogy. But I would like to see Francis in the mix. I personally thought he was there just to go through the media and get a paycheck and just have his name in the media a few times after him with this whole situation with the UFC. But man, he did super good. I would like to see him stack up against different fighters, as I mentioned, just to see where exactly he ranks in the heavyweight division. But it seems like he did good. It doesn't seem like it was Tyson Fury's best night that he's had. He's definitely had better nights. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the division. You guys all know they've been talking about Wilder and Francis stacking up against each other and things like that. So I would like to see Francis go a little bit more into boxing, especially how well he did. He still lacks the experience. Maybe it was just an off night for Tyson, or maybe just Francis Ngannou was there to prove a point and to take that crown away, that WBC away from Tyson Fury. But he did an incredible job. I just think this was a setback for Tyson Fury's career, and heavyweight contenders can see this as an opportunity to dethrone Tyson Fury. Maybe it's time for him. Maybe it's time for someone else to come take the belt away from him and get a good, clean win away from Tyson Fury. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens about that. Like I said, big shout out to Francis Ngannou. He came in and he did his thing. He used his jab. He wasn't afraid to come in and take risk. He was, I feel like, the more aggressor. I feel like the fight maybe could have went either way. Like I said, I give it more to Francis Ngannou, reason because he's an MMA fighter. He came in and he took that risk. He put you on the canvas. He was being aggressive. He just looked incredible overall. A lot more credit than I was giving him, that's for sure. But I'm not taking anything away from Tyson Fury at all whatsoever. It could have been an off night, maybe due from the layoff. Like I said, he has better nights. Definitely had better nights with Deontay Wilder, with their trilogy. But maybe it could be going to the top of his career when he was on top of the mountain, maybe going back down the mountain. But we're going to have to see when he matches up with his next opponent. Maybe Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder. We already seen that trilogy, but Usyk too as well. I would like to see maybe an undisputed fight or things like that just in that heavyweight division. It seems like it's a lot more popular right now than it has been. As you guys all know, it seems like it's had its moments going up and down with the whole trilogy with Anthony Joshua and Ruiz and Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. But the heavyweight division, I feel like, is just getting started. We have a lot more matches to get up to, and I would like to see Francis Ngannou in those matchups to see how well he does. I'm still iffy about him I would like to see him stack up with Anthony Joshua. I love Anthony Joshua's boxing skills, but it's hard for me to see if he really has that dog in him. I see just Anthony Joshua a little bit more of, not really more on the softer side, but it seems like I want him to push a lot harder for what he is. Like I said, I like his boxing skills. Andy Ruiz, he's a heavy hitter, he's a big boy, but the heavyweight division, I feel like this is the time to get it going and just get it on top of that mountain, especially with this whole Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury and the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury with their trilogy. I'm just excited to see the heavyweight division. I'm not saying it's ever died, but I feel like this is the time to start exchanging belts and to see who is that big dog in that division and get an undisputed champion, heavyweight champion in that division, where it's going to force fighters to only fight that one person or put the back against the wall and see who wants to fight or not. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think, who really won. Let me know if you think it was an off night for Tyson Fury or Francis Ngannou came to collect that WBC belt and crown himself in the heavyweight division and rank himself in the heavyweight division. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.